Hello to my Aquas. All right, Aquas. This is Queen Amara coming to you with your general reading. All right, the moon is in Cancer. The moon is in Cancer, and Cancer is ruled by the moon, right? So this is a great time for your creativity wherever you are, Cancers. Let's see what this week is going to look like for you all. We're in the last quarter moon phase, and we had a hunter's moon, right? So you are no longer going to be enslaved to your emotions about anything. You know how like being enslaved to your emotions is like, okay, I don't know how to nurture myself, like, so the emotional eating, for instance, or like, you know how some people are like, okay, you know, I was thinking about the movie My 600-Pound Life. I saw this clip of this woman they had to cut the side of, I want to say it was like the side of the house off, and had like was bringing her out of the side of the house, which I thought was really, really sad. And I think they like show those those shows for a number of reasons, you know, like to help those people, but also show people how like they always have somebody enabling, you know, those people, you know, around them, you know, that's like enabling, you know, their temptations and stuff like that, like in unhealthy ways. And they always have like a doctor. They always like usually have the doctors there to try to help them in healthy ways to kind of sort of help them refocus this healthier alternatives, you know. But a lot of it has to do with just like removing toxic energies from around you, you know, and not being enslaved to those certain types of energy, seeing something from a higher frequency. Like, people do love you, they want you around, you know. There are some people in your life that want you around. They don't want you, you know, slowly ending your life, right? So I'm seeing we starting out here with this star card, as the moon is in Cancer, and so I feel like you're finding healthy alternatives, because I'm looking at this Empress card here. I see you feeling like finding healthy alternatives here. This is the star card here, and the you know, Spirit shows you opening your heart to divine care, and I'm seeing inviting rest, reflection, and sacred self-love for October 13th through the 20th right here. And I see somebody finally getting some rest, right? So the challenge for you may have been some rest, like maybe finally getting some rest, whoever you are. So this week for you, in terms of nurturing yourself, is renewal. It's going to be around renewal, like nurturing your mind, your energy, your heart, and focusing on your renewal, right? Kicking off this week for you all. This reading is going to be from the 13th through the 20th, just so we're crystal clear, right? As we close out this cycle, we're in the last quarter moon phase, and we had a hunter's moon, right? So I was going to mention this really good movie that I saw today. So hopefully you all are taking some time on this Sunday to watch a really good movie, or, you know, open up a good book or something that you all are doing just to kind of sort of kick back and relax, for those of you all who are homebodies like me, right? So hopefully you're getting some rest, watching a movie, a book, right? Watching a book, or if you watch sports or anything like that. But we're kicking off with this card here, the star card. So this is your signature card. It opens a spread, divine synchronicity. And so Spirit really says that this is your healing week. And so nurture yourself by slowing down. This is the last quarter moon phase, allowing hope to fill your being again, and remembering your light heals not just you, but others, right? And so the challenge for some of you all as we close out this cycle may be rest. Rest and recovery may feel hard to prioritize for some people. Find out what your moon sign is, right? Because every Aquarius is not the same. Every Aquarius is not the same, right? So this is for some people, it's hard to rest. That's some people, right? So for some people, it may be a challenge. So rest and recovery may feel hard to prioritize, and that's for some Aquarius. So it's okay to step back. Self-nurture begins when you give yourself permission to pause. Sacred rest is not weakness, it's your reset, right? So That is why I mentioned, and I've mentioned this in another reading, believe it or not, YouTube has a lot of really good free movies, and they are full movies, and I'm talking about from start to finish. Full movies, full-length movies, full-length books that the authors are reading themselves on YouTube, right? So full-length classes for free. All of this stuff is free right on YouTube, right? Where you don't have to pay for the membership, right? It's free, Free, right? So just type it in, free YouTube movies, right? Or free movies on YouTube, however you word it, but it's free, right? So check them out, right? So there's a lot of things you can do just to kind of sort of in your downtime. So if you're riding a train, if it's, above ground, obviously if it's underground, you're going to lose service. But if you're on the bus, public transportation, obviously if you're driving in a car, you're not going to be watching movies. But if you're riding a bus, riding a train above ground, or if you have like an hour, if you're in the tub, or those kind of things, any kind of downtime, washing dishes, any kind of downtime, or like audio books, stuff like that, it's free, right? So another thing too is your past influence would be the Tower card. Just remember, we're closing out the Hunter's Moon, right? So the main thing is not being a slave to your emotions, right? So if you're a person who is an emotional eater, you just slave to your emotions in any way, shape, form, or fashion, right? So here we have the Tower card. Past, you've endured disruption of sudden change, right? Spirit says, nurture yourself by releasing what fell away. The storm cleared space for your evolution. Let gratitude replace grief. You may have grieved something in the past, right? And so it's like washing away, like when it rains, not only is it providing clearing away through just the rain, it's clearing away, like providing water for trees, grass, nature, but it's also purging, it's also clearing away, making room, right? Here's water right here. So that's also a sign for you to drink your water. It's also a sign for you to stay in, pour into yourself, read a book, watch a movie, do something for you, right? Do something for you to nurture yourself in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Pour into you like this right here. Show yourself some compassion, right? So this is a conscious focus right here. You're craving emotional depth and connection. And so Spirit says, allow your empathy to flow inward too. Write, meditate, speak lovingly to yourself. Self-nurture means listening to your own needs with tenderness. And so this right here, subconscious energy, high priestess energy. A lot of you are high priestess. Your intuition is heightened. Spirit says, nourish your inner world with silence, journaling, and sacred ritual. Your inner voice holds more truth than outside noise. The near future for you is Ace of Pentacles. A new opportunity for stability emerges for you. And so Spirit says, nurture this seed carefully. So eat well, ground yourself in nature, care for your physical body as an act of devotion to Spirit. So for you, you're seeing something from a high frequency. This is a Temperance card. You're learning the balance between giving and receiving. So Spirit says, nurture yourself through moderation and energy balance. No extremes, only harmony, right? So you're at harmony with yourself. You're seeing something from a high frequency. I'm seeing something from a high frequency. Thank you for those of you all who have been purchasing my oils as well. My awakening oils as well. And so a decision has been made. Yeah, a decision has been made. This is the Lover's card. Lover's card is not so much about lovers. This is a partnership. This is one whole person. This is your duality, right? This is your duality, right? So connection and reflection mirror back at your growth. And so Spirit says, nurture relationships that feed your peace and lovingly detached from those that drain your peace, right? This is one whole person, by the way. This is your duality, divine masculine to your divine feminine, seen, unseen, known, unknown. What was revealed was, what was concealed was revealed. This is one whole person. So you made a decision. You're whole and complete. You see things from a higher frequency within yourself. This is also about making the decision, right? Somebody is full. We got the number 6 here. You're nurturing yourself. I love this. Well, you see something from a higher frequency here. Connecting with yourself. Somebody has done the mirror work. Hopes and fears. This is a 9 of Wands here. You fear exhaustion, but you still push forward. And so Spirit says honor your endurance, but soften your edges. Healing is not found in constant effort. It's found in surrender. And so the outcome is the Empress here. And this is abundance, beauty, and divine nurturing surround you. And so Spirit confirms when you pour love into yourself, everything else blossoms. You are both the soil and the flower. And so this week for you all, Aquarius, this week's energy is a return to softness. And so Spirit asks you to rest your mind, open your heart, and honor your body as sacred, right? And I'm talking to men and women, Aquarius. So you've been holding so much light for others. Now it's time to receive your own. And so every breath, every moment of stillness is an act of divine self-love. You're being restored, renewed, and realigned with grace. Yep, with grace. All right. So some of you all have love coming across your path. Some of you all, if that's what you prayed for. You're in a very vulnerable space. Very vulnerable space. You were born a star, right? You were born a star, and I'm not talking about famous. Something about you has always stood out. And so you're whole and complete. You're always born whole and complete. You've always marched to the beat of your own drum, whoever you are. And I'm seeing this abundance and prosperity growing. So you're in a soft space, softer life loading for you, man or woman. Protecting your energy, getting your rest. Something is not as deep as you think it is. You don't have to look that far, in other words, right? So make room for a new blessing. It's time to expand your brand. Step through the portal, right? I don't know who is still telling lies about you. I don't think that you care. You were born a star. And again, I'm not talking about fame, right? I'm not talking about that. So Archangel, Raphael, the angel Raphael, the healer and protector of travelers. So you're safe wherever you go. You have the gift of deja vu, remembering the future. You just kind of know how things are going to end. Like, you know ahead of time what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Message from your ancestors. Should you double back for them? I don't know who them is. Put yourselves first. That's something that you're going to have to, ask Source, Creator, Higher Power. He apologizes for betraying you. Crown chakra cleanse. New love awaits. That's what I was saying here. You're whole and complete, so you may have new love coming to you. It may come right to your door, actually. I mean, somebody may come right to you. It could be a baby. Somebody could have a new baby in your family coming to you. Somebody could have been afraid to tell you that a new baby is coming into the family. That could be, again, this is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. Somebody could have been really nervous. Somebody could have a new grandchild. Now, when I say a new baby, I'm not saying somebody was cheating on somebody, so don't take that the wrong way. So we're not trying to give anybody any heart attacks here. It could be a new baby in the family. So I see you being booked and busy, not burdened and bitter. The new one is extra special. Like I said, it could be a new grandchild for somebody. Somebody could have been praying for a baby to come into your family. So your ancestors have a message for you. I don't know who you're leaving behind. Again, only you know what you've been praying for. Only you know that, right? So I see you getting focused. I see you getting really laser focused because you're whole and complete, right? What I'm kind of sort of picking up for somebody, and I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is for. Because something puts you in a really vulnerable space, and I'm looking at this Lover's card here. I kind of pick up that people want to act because you're a star. And I'm kind of picking up that somebody feel like maybe you had a lover in your life, whoever you are. Like people want to kind of know. Y'all know what I'm kind of like. People sort of equate star with fame, and that's not what I picked. Maybe because I personally am not that type of I've met so many people. Like I personally met a lot of what people consider as celebrities. And I don't post pictures on my social media. Like I'm just not that invasive person. Like I'm not the name dropping person. I don't invade people. I saw a celebrity post a picture with another celebrity today, and I was like, oh, I got a picture with that person from a long time ago, but I just never thought to post that picture on social media because both of these people are celebrities, and I was just like, oh, I got a picture with this person. I didn't say where. I didn't even post under the. I just liked the picture, and that was it. I think some people are. I think somebody may have think that you have a lover in your life, but the way I read the Lover's card, you could have a partnership in business and or in love coming across your path if that's what you prayed for. If that's what you want, right? Because you could be a person who prayed for that. I mean, if you want that in your life, that could be coming across your path. But it also could be someone in your bloodline, right? You could have prayed for them, right? Because remember, it could be something that you prayed for somebody else. So let's say, for instance, it could be a sister or brother. You could have said, you know what? I really, really want them to find. Because I'm thinking about the movie. I want to say it's. What is the name of it? It's a shark movie. I want to say 48 Meters Down, where the sister was like really praying that her sister found somebody. But anyway, it's like let's say, for instance, you prayed for your sister or brother. It's like, okay, I really wish they would find a really nice man or woman to come across their path. I want them to be happy, settled down. Like you could have really prayed for a loved one, maybe even if your adult kids, that they would find, somebody to come across their path and really settle down. That somebody